Hi, Mom and Dad. This is November 20th. Probably right about now you're out doing your shopping for your turkey because Jim said when I got home from shopping with Ron that you'd called. I'm sorry that we didn't get any news to you any sooner. Just about everything that there is to do in my line of work is piled up on me sky high. I didn't know why I wasn't getting anything done, but I discovered a couple weeks ago that there's a reason. I've been anemic, and so the doctor's been running a number of tests on me, and I spent a number of days at the clinic lately trying to find out if there's any special reason why I'm anemic. So it's been a whole series of x-rays and tests and retests. And the doctor's satisfied that there's nothing else seriously wrong, so he's gotten me a bunch of iron to take. And in about a month, he says I should be feeling more normal again. It's kind of frustrating to realize that you're not getting anything done, but not know why, and you start blaming yourself for just having lack of drive, and everybody else around you sort of starts blaming you for what you're not getting done. It really is demoralizing after a while. So now I was really pleased after I saw the doctor this morning and discovered that the only thing that's wrong and that I can start feeling better and start getting on top of things again. Seems like I always am wishing every year when Christmas comes that I could put it off for another month or two, because things start piling up so fast, and if Thanksgiving didn't come about a month before, it might be a whole lot easier yet. I guess in my life the routine is so absorbing that holidays usually mean for me just a whole lot of extra work, so do vacations. And that if I could just stay at home and be left alone and get on top of the routine, I'd be the most happy. And without all these holidays coming at me before I can even get up on my feet. Someday I won't feel that way, but right now I guess I do. We got our evaluation on Glenn too from the clinic, and so they've shunted it over to the school. And there's been some correspondence going on between Mayo Clinic and the school people. And so now we feel like they're going to do their best, and that Glenn's getting the proper amount of attention, and that whatever can be done is being done in the way of helping Glenn in a special way. So we feel optimistic about that. Rhonda and Glennie have both started going bowling with the young people in our church. And Rhonda then started with the school bowling program that's after school on a certain night of the week. I've forgotten which one. Apparently she's a pretty good bowler. She bowls a game of 120 sometimes. And gotten some compliments from some of the fellas in the group. I went Saturday night with Jim and our couples fellowship, and I didn't do so well, but I didn't do so bad either. So Jim says for a sick woman, I bowled a pretty mean game. And Rhonda wants to join the ski club, but we put our foot down on that because we know that would be a large amount of expense. You have to pay for transportation, $5 right off the bat, and we know that the ski charge and equipment and rental for whatever she doesn't have would be way too much. But we're sort of tracking down a piano teacher for her, so maybe she'll start piano again pretty soon. Wesley just kind of keeps his nose in the books lately, trying to please his teacher. We had a parent-teacher conference the other day. And he's got an old gray-haired school teacher that probably is going to be ready for retirement, but she seems to speak softly and carry a big stick and be really quite interested in the kids. And she feels like Wesley can do real well, so she's holding out all kinds of hope for him. And she doesn't let him get off easy. And I'm quite pleased with her. Our dog keeps the kids busy too when they seem to be bored. He's kind of cute over here in the corner of the kitchen next to the patio door, sticking his head up all the time. And when you come to see him, he jumps up and down again and again, just like a little kid. Today he spotted himself in the mirror for the first time. He's seen himself before, didn't pay any attention. Today he saw himself and started barking and barking and barking, and then he looked like he was experimenting by barking just a little bit once in a while. And then he'd wag his tail, just a little bit. And it sure did look like he was trying to discover if this dog was another dog or himself. But he keeps us happy. And he isn't much trouble. Of course, living in this house is easy. Sometimes when he gets the heebie-jeebies in his box, we just put him out on the back porch. And he can run around and we don't have to watch him. But even when we let him out in the yard, he's pretty good about staying in our own property. He seems to know, and when he's tempted to go next door to see the neighbor's dog, he stops at the property line. And he'll inch over it, but he seems to know where the property line is. We don't have a dumb dog this time. We may have a wayward one, but he's not dumb. And he's getting to look quite a bit like a schnauzer, too. He's getting a square face, and he's growing real fast. He sounds like a baby when you pick him up. He whines and whimpers. He gets a vitamin every day, and he eats 2 or 3 times a day. And he stays off the carpeted areas in the house pretty well. Once in a while, we have to get a newspaper and spank him on the backside. But he minds when we do that. He loves to chew. Wants to chew on people and everything else. Yeah. Okay, that's enough. Grabbing Grumpy's ears. Janny's last art class is tomorrow morning. She's, had it for about 6 weeks. It would have been 8 weeks if we'd taken her the first 2. She likes it, and she stays by herself real fine now. The first few times she didn't want to stay alone, but it was kind of... It's up in that house on the rock, that English Tudor-style house that you saw across from Apache Mall. That used to be Dr. Plummer's house, and they have made it now into a place for the art center to use for the various classes. And Janny's class is down in the old wash house. And it's an old concrete tile kind of a room with wash tubs in it, but it's got lots of windows and it's light, nice, and the kids, they really can mess around and do lots of artwork. You want to talk about it? Okay. I will.
I don't want.
What'd you make last week? Last week, Jen left her alone there while I was in there.
What?
I say, Daddy left you alone there.
Yeah.
Went somewhere else while you were in your art class.
Yeah. Home.
Yeah?
You did too.
Yeah.
And I didn't talk about it.
We're having the Boyds down for Thanksgiving. And they're going to bring, I think Mrs. Boyd's cousin, from Bethel College. And I hope it comes out all right. I invited them quite a few weeks ago. And if I felt too tired for it, I guess I couldn't get out of it now. Our church doesn't have Thanksgiving or Christmas services, so we won't be as tied down around holiday times. I guess the only thing that'll tie us down now will be snow on the roads, although we've had hardly more than snow flurries lately. I don't know if I told you about Todd's visit here. I don't think I did. Ouch! Don't stop that. Okay.
You.
All right.
Mom, tell her about my art class.
Well, I did tell him this.
Tell Mom about what I made.
Well, I don't remember.
Didn't you watch me?
No, I haven't been there lately. Anyway, Todd came on the plane